This is Tap Out Talk. I'm your host, Bryan the Hype Ballard. Here's what's going on. We got Marty Janettty and RVD in the house helping us answer a good question about what talent connects with modern wrestling fans. Also, speaking of those fans, we got various members of the internet wrestling community, the IWC, in the house also answering with a quick hot tag on which talent they feel does the best of connecting with the fans in the modern audience. Without further ado, I'm going to tag you guys in. Let's get in.
What's up, everybody? Big Mike from the Running Wrestling Podcast on YouTube, here to tell you who I think connects with the modern wrestling fan the best. And I will say that, to me, there's two. And one would be Karrion Kross out of the WWE. He uses social media very well. He's very connected with his fans. He will respond to fans a lot. And look, the modern wrestling fan is not just the people that show up in the arena and the people that show up in the building. Social media has changed the game. The second one I think is kind of in that same respect on the lesser level is Matt Cardona from the independent scene. 10 years ago, even 5 years ago, you really don't have independent wrestlers doing what people do now, making the kind of money they make now. And I think that has a lot to do with Matt Cardona coming out, leaving the WWE and connecting with those fans on the internet through social media, still getting his name out there and just still killing it all over the scene. And that's who I think connects with the audience the most. Matt Cardona, Karrion Kross. Be sure to tune into us, the Running Wrestling Podcast, every Thursday night, 9 Eastern, 8 Central, over on YouTube. Thank you guys. Have a great night.
Hi, wrestling fans. It's John Hoppy, the host of the Wrestling Fans Insight podcast and the owner of the Fans of Pro Wrestling. Interactive wrestlers with today's social media apps, definitely, I got a three-part answer. Karrion Kross, if you've been showing support to him, and he's going to follow you back and he'll interact with you as well. Same with the Parker Boudreaux, who was formerly known as Harlan in WWE's NXT division. He's been making some big impact out there in Japan and some of the local indies here in the States. But also an upcomer that I think is going to be very big, especially in the women's division. Go check out Nikki Blackheart. She has been killing it out there in the wrestling world. Go give her some support, and I'm sure she will interact with you as well. Take care. Hope to talk more wrestling with you later.
Phrases. This might be a hot tag here. I think one day both of these companies will be going head to head and both on top. Like, God, we're getting some great wrestling from both of these companies. And I think one day both of these companies will be, man, going at it. I can't wait to see it. That's just my take for what I feel. Like I say, the IWC, when it comes to wrestlers, you have your Drew McIntyres, your Chelsea Greens, your R-Truths, your Naomi's, there's so many that be putting their stuff out there now. Shouts out to Bryan for letting me do this. If you guys want to check me out, or check some more videos of me and Final Boss Baby out, you see the link down below where my IG is. It says Miami the Great 645. You can go hit on my link, and you see on the top of the side of the corner where it says Talk It Up. All you gotta do is go to YouTube, type in it just like that. It's spelled the way it's spelled, Talk It Up, and all of our videos come up. We have shorts for our business page, The Island of DWE. Check us out on there. We would love to see you guys come through. Like I say, we got a new episode coming out this week. They come on. You guys just subscribe, see when we come on. We don't have a set time. We don't have a set date. We just pop up, do a show. So with that being said, thank you guys. Thank you guys for listening to my hot tag of the day. I do appreciate y'all guys. And with that being said, catch you guys later.
Hello, this is Carlos Estrada with the Fans of Pro Wrestling and the Wrestle Collective. here to answer my tag team partner Bryan the Hype Ballard's question about which pro wrestler I think in the modern day era does a good job of connecting with fans. I thought of a lot of the probably common answers like Cody or R-Truth, but I gotta give a shout out to the guy who's on my banner on X, and that's Max Caster. I'm currently wearing the Acclaim hat. I just think Max Caster does a really good job of understanding different platforms to connect with fans. You know, if he's on X, he's on Instagram, he's on, any platform he's on, he makes sure that if fans interact with him, they mention his name, they send him a tweet that they might get a chance to interact with them. And I think that's important for modern day fans. They want to feel included, especially with so much social media out there. I think that fans want to feel like that they're seen by pro wrestling fans. And I think that Max Caster does a good job of doing that. He's done it. He's got himself over with the Acclaim. He's also got himself over with Let's Go Max. You're the best wrestler alive. He's got himself over with his Chan as well. So that's 2 times that he's got himself over. And I think that that's something that shouldn't be overlooked. So that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you, Bryan, for this opportunity. And I'll go ahead and make the hot tag to the next person.
It's on wrestling. And the question about which active wrestler relates more to the modern fans, I'm going to go with my man Will Ospreay. The modern fan loves his style, but most of all, I think he relates to the fans through his promos. If you've heard him in interviews, this is who he is. So when he's cutting a promo, that baby face, you believe him because that's just the way he talks in real life. And I think he seems real believable, which relates to fans. And he's not just portraying a character, which some wrestlers try to do sometimes. So, that's the thing. If you take the real person and turn up the volume to 11, then, it's very relatable. So I'll definitely go with Will Ospreay. And be sure to check out my channel. And thanks to Tap Out Talk for letting me be on here. And see you next time.
Tap Out Talk on here said, what current active talent do you each see that has a lot of potential to really connect with the fans the most? Anybody that's sticking out?
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was just saying, anybody that sticks out to you in the current wrestling scene?
Go ahead, Rob, because I can't think of nobody.
I don't.
I didn't mean it like that.
I don't watch the show enough to where.
Same here.
I can't watch it, or I don't watch it enough to where I'm not for sure unfairly leaving people out. But when I have just seen it here and there, whatever, that Stephanie Vicker, awesome, really good worker. And the Wes, not Wes, who's the dude that Evander, wait, fuck, I don't know, dude. But help me out.
I'm drawing a blank.
James?
I don't know, man. I there's a lot of like really good athletes, and some of them have stood out to where they look like they also have something special on top of being an athlete, and they, it's in their vibe, their mannerisms, their confidence, the way that they look. Stephanie Vicker's one of them. I don't know who else I'm trying to think of. Down there at NXT. When I was there, I was part of, I came out during this match that was Wes from the Treehouse guys at TNA, that Wes dude. I think he changed his name. But, who was I with? I came down there during someone's match. You don't even know? I don't know.
What about MJF, man? Out of all of them, that guy stands out to me because he doesn't mind getting heat. I mean, he seems like one of the old school heels. What's your thoughts on him?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen him in at least a year, so I don't know like what.
Do you know him personally?
Well, yeah, enough to just say hi or whatever. And
okay. That's right. You went through there. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, I met him. I don't really know him real well, but I agree. He seems like really committed, and I respect that. You know,
Yeah, of course, yeah.
It's been a while though since I've seen it, but I've seen, you know, stuff of him in public, like making a baby cry and shit like that. I thought it was so funny. Like I don't know if you saw that, Marty. Someone's got a baby and he's doing an autograph signing, and he just looked at the baby and was like, "Wah," or something, and then the baby started crying.
Perfect kill, man.
Yeah, and then he just like no sells it, you know. And I just, come on, how you get it out?
Yeah, you messed me up on camera.
But yeah, I mean, I really don't watch the product very much, and I get less than 30 minutes a month of
a month.
You've watched more in the
except for like
background tonight.
LFG. We watched the reality show LFG, right? They got some talented people there.
You know, today's world, and I don't know who he's with next or AEW. Trick, I think it's Trick Williams. When he comes out and whoop that Trick, whoop that Trick.
Love him, right?
Yeah, he's pretty good, man.
Him. Yeah.
But you know what it is, Rob. You know this better than anybody. It's an ability to connect with the people.
Yeah.
I mean, you can look the part, you can act the part, but can you connect with everybody watching? You know, and the ones that connect with all them people, that feeds over to people watching on TV. You know, and somehow he's done that. And I'm not saying somehow like putting him down. Like I don't know how he got over, but I mean he connects with the people. There's a handful. R-Truth was like that. He connected, man.
Yeah, the fans are pretty upset about him leaving.
I was, like you were talking about earlier, I was actually surprised because I mean he's what's it called? New Day, the tag team. Them and him, that's the entertainment. After that, we got to sit here and watch the same old storyline. You know, when they come out, you don't know what you're going to get. Pancakes thrown at you. You don't know what.
Javon Evans is the name I was trying to drop.
There you go.
Okay.
Awesome, dude. Yeah. I'm curious, man. Obviously, I love
Kaylani Jordan doing the RVD moves.
What?
Kaylani Jordan doing the RVD moves.
Well, every move you did everything.
What, Kaylani Jordan?
Never heard of her. Oh, I'll have to check that out.
I think I'm saying her name right.
Do you think one of the reasons why maybe some of the current wrestlers don't seem to connect with the fans like they used to? I mean, obviously wrestling's doing as good as it ever has. At the same time, me as an old school
better when you got 2 days of WrestleMania.
Yeah, but it doesn't connect with me like it used to, man. And I wonder if it's because like knowing all these stories as a fan and listening to the podcast, like how do you guys feel like kayfabe going away has affected that?
I can't speak for Rob and Rob Holler, but I'll say this real quick because this is the way I look at it. Everything evolves, and this is what it's evolved to. Do I agree with it? No. Is it the way it is today? Yeah. And when Rob and I got in, certainly when I got in, the old schoolers, fans, were like, "Oh, I like you, man, but wrestling is not like it was back then." They say that today. I heard that when I got in, and now that I'm out, I hear the new fans saying that. What you got right there, Rob?
Yeah, dude, is that a pug?
No, it's a Brussels Griffon.
What's the name?
People always think she's a pug. This is my Barbie.
What's your name?
Barbie, Daddy's little princess.
Dude, we don't deserve dogs, man.
Yeah, she's so awesome. He's the awesome Barber.
That's why I got a cat.
I agree 1,000% though with what you said as far as like, you know, it's evolved to where it's at right now, and it's just so
it's a whole different game.
Yeah, it is. It's different now, and the audience is going to connect with it differently because they don't. Yeah, I look at it like this, and now it's almost like a magician doing an interview and saying, you know, like I'm going to be pulling a rabbit out of my hat, but you can see, there's not really, there's a mirror.
We already know it. Yeah.
The illusion
And then going out there and then doing it and getting a different reaction than if they hadn't done that first interview.
Well, and that's the thing with wrestling. I always, when I would get what they call smart marks, would say, hey, yeah, but what about this? What about that? I said, look, man, a good magician will not give his tricks away. So in other words, stop asking. I'm not going to tell you fucking all. But, yeah, it's that way. And then some, we have now, and it didn't even diminish or hurt the business. When they were like, yeah, we call spots in the ring. Oh yeah, and they show on TV like like Toughen Up and whatever else they've done.
Make more money.
Yeah,
like you said, it's not hurting it.
Yeah, at all, at all. In fact, they might have gained respect. It's like, oh shit, these guys go through this. I think we got doctors and lawyers only recently. If you look at the fans out in the stands 30 years ago and look at the ones today,
completely different fan base.
Yeah, man.
Let me give this example. I think that the difference in the product is the difference in the connection, right? And the guys that are really good at staying committed and not exposing anything. That's your job. You want people to forget, just like when they're watching a movie, and go ahead and get into it and involve your emotions. Okay, but the ones that aren't as good at staying committed through the whole thing,
there you go.
Yeah, it's just like think about it like if you're watching a porno, it's the same thing. It's the same thing like a wrestler and chick in the porno. The more committed the person watching it wants to believe that it's real, but all it takes is like one time for you to hear the director's voice back there, screaming a little louder. You can't be connected the way you were. The whole thing is blown.
Yeah, they pull you out of the zone. You went ahead and like, I'm in there. Okay, you got me. That's what I tell the kids too.
That's one time when they either stop working to catch or stop working to because the person is walking the rope and holding their arms, so they stop working.
Yeah.
What? I mean, what's wrong with like at least grabbing their shin, trying to pull them off the rope, or why do you gotta just stop working? Because that's the director back there saying, "Fluff her pillow."
And what do I do to them seminars? That's what I try to teach the kids. Like, it's a movie. It's a story. As soon as you walk out them curtains, and here comes big boom, 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 gets in the ring. And here's a, fuck all y'all. Okay, that's obviously the heel. Here comes the baby, boom, boom, boom. Hey, you got these two big ass motherfuckers. Like, this should be good. And they hook up like this. They throw a little hook up like, oh man, we was into it. Then you hooked up like that.
The ones that are the best, though, they really do connect to the crowd, and they're that's part of it. So
and that's the thing too, man. Back in the day, I mean, you're in a different world. Back in the day, you guys got through wrestling, you're on to the next town, but people really didn't see what you got going on. This is one of the reasons I said MJF. I'm friends with the guy on Facebook. Even in the comments, everything he's doing, he's living the gimmick. Like, I remember hearing about Ted DiBiase back in the day, how Vince would give him money to make him look like the $1 Million Man everywhere he went. And I think one of the places they're really missing the mark is the social media landscape. Do you guys not believe that these feuds could be used on social media, like beefing back and forth and like hype it up? And I don't know. I feel like that's something they're really missing the mark with, that you could have these beefs on social media.
Me and Marty are too old for social media.
and what you're saying, though, I actually tried that and it worked really good locally.
Yeah.
But
hypothetically.
And national level, I mean, I didn't get to do it with WWE or whatever, but yeah, just I was talking about this dude that was killing dogs in the junkyard with a sledgehammer, and he would put him in a nut farm, and I got to wrestle him this week over here. I ain't scared. I'm gonna get his ass for killing them dogs. And the place was like full. Everybody was like, Marty, no, they don't. They were worried. They were scared because it said on social media he was killing dogs with sledgehammers, beating them in the head and shit. And they were like, Marty, please. And they bring him. We had the thing where they brought ambulance, brought him back in, got out with the orange suit and all this shit. But they were like, Marty, this guy's crazy. Don't get in the ring with him. So it worked at that level. Whether or not it will work at a national level,
I think it could, man. I think it could. That is like, people are always on this. And when you see that beef just heating up, on there, I mean, people argue back and forth. That's where they go to argue.
Yeah.
I think it could play into it big time. And I haven't seen much of it.
All right, guys, I don't think.
Well, guys, I want to say thank you to Marty Janetti and the Party with Marty podcast. You can check out his full channel out now. Other great conversations with RVD and his host Eric, really just keeping things moving. So thank you for being a part of the show here today on Tap Out Talk. Also, thank you to all the great members of the community, the IWC. We don't go there just to argue or fight. We also go there to just enjoy all things wrestling. Ted, John, Carlos, Miami the Great, Big Mike, all great podcasts. Check them out on Twitter. I love working out with every one of you guys each week. Hey, question for you guys listening. Did there make some good points? Was there an idea that kayfabe connect, and that being abolished or being done away with, did it connect people with fans? Or did it actually make it tougher to connect with fans? Great conversation coming up there on the Party with Marty podcast. Also, who does connect really well as a modern talent? We heard MJF, Naomi, Stephanie Vicker, Karrion Kross, Max Caster, Will Ospreay, Matt Cardona. We've got a lot of great ones there, but who do you guys think? Leave that in the comments down below, and I'm going to head out.